Hey there, athletes. Coach John Ferry here from Team Wilpers. Excited as always to welcome you here to our week number 6 athlete briefing for our fall run challenge here of 2024. So we're going to kickstart things with a week 5 review here real quick. So run number 1 of the week, the interval run this week, was that VO2 max followed by half marathon pace intervals back into a VO2 max finish here. So the goal here was to kind of use those early intense intervals to really get open up, then kind of actually drop the pace into a spot that might have felt difficult otherwise, but actually feel a little bit kind of more comfortable and cruisy after the high-end intervals. And then, as always, I like to finish the workouts kind of with a bang, so go back into those VO2 max intervals to round things out. A nice little workout, hopefully not too challenging throughout in general. Kind of second key workout of this week was our progression run. So the goal was kind of, we'll call this a tops and bottoms kind of workout here. Want to work the bottom and the top end of our zone 2. Want to work the bottom and the top end of our zone 3. So similar to workout 1, hopefully the workout felt fairly comfortable up until those final few minutes where we just kind of pushed to a difficult for a little bit before wrapping this one up here. So always a nice workout, the tops and bottoms progression run. Tiny little bit of housekeeping here. So as we come to the very final week of the challenge, it's important as always to make sure you're going in, checking those boxes, make sure you're chasing that 100% completion percentage. So finishing the challenge with 100% complete is certainly a celebration in its own right, but make sure to go in, keep checking those boxes, chasing that 100% completion percentage. I want to wish a big good luck to the New York City Marathon runners out there. Hope you have an incredible time this weekend. It was a blast seeing so many Team Wilpers athletes this morning at our shakeout. And just a little bit of a reminder, if you have athletes that are running, friends, family that want to participate, absolutely feel free to send them to the Team Wilpers cheer station on 5th Avenue in between 109th and 110th Street. It's going to be a great spot to cheer your athletes on as they go and tackle that climb up 5th Avenue. Also, if you just can't get enough of the challenge structure to go 2 weeks without, I've created a little bit of a bridge program that will take us from the end of the fall challenge into the holiday challenge. I think I named it something tremendously creative, like Bridge Program from Fall to Holiday Challenge. So make sure to keep an eye out for that if you want a little bit more structure over the 2 weeks off in between challenges. Speaking of which, the Holiday Run Challenge is coming up. It's my absolute favorite challenge of the year. Why, you might ask? It's very intentionally runs from the week of Thanksgiving straight through New Year's. I find it very important to stay active during that time of year in order to maintain all the fitness based upon all the hard work of summer into fall. So a great opportunity to bring in friends, neighbors, colleagues, associates, etc., and make sure that both they and you stay committed to staying active during what can be a very busy holiday season. So I think signups are opening soon here for the Holiday Run Challenge, and naturally there will be a strength training paired component to go along with that. Something that a lot of times drops off in our peak season, so a great reminder to bring that back in as we come into a lot of people's off season here. Let's go to our week 6 workout here. So we're starting again with an interval run. So this is a little bit of a lighter week, but we still have structured workouts over the course of the week. This interval run is going to be a throwback to a week 1 workout. So we have short VO2 max bursts that finish at steady state. And similar to our week 5, our week right now that we're in, we're using these tough intervals to actually prepare yourself to be a little bit more ready for that steady state effort on the back end of the workout. So while it starts with a couple little VO2 max intervals, this is very much actually an endurance-based workout. So don't get confused just from the start of the short VO2 max intervals. This is one that should hopefully walk away feeling really strong, really rested for the rest of the week. There are a couple reasons that I really love to kind of repeat workouts within a training cycle. One, especially calling back to week 1 right here, it's certainly a lower intensity workout than what we've been doing the last few weeks. So it's going to be a little drop down of intensity. But it gives you an opportunity to compare how you felt this week after 6 weeks of very focused training to where you were just 6 weeks ago, and see if maybe you feel a little bit different in that workout this time around. So coaches use workouts like this a lot during training blocks of, with athletes to repeat workouts. It allows us to get a great comparison without having to always find a race or run a time trial to get a comparative kind of workout. Run number 2, micro interval workout. So these are very short bursts of speed with actually a fairly lengthy recovery here. So the goal is actually just to now stay fresh in advance of that distance test coming up on the weekend. This might even be a great opportunity to practice finding the pace that you plan to use for that distance test. Obviously, a lot of people have a hard time kind of firing off the starting line, if you will, finding and holding a pace, settling in early. So this is a great opportunity to practice finding that race pace quickly, holding it, and then dropping back off the pace, saving that big effort for the weekend. Finally, our final workout of this challenge, our distance test with the easy run option, but distance test here, the goal here is simple. It's simply to be a little bit better than you were in week 1. So this test is nothing but an opportunity for you to measure the progress you've made over the last 6 weeks. And if that excites you, incredible. It excites me as well to get out there and let her rip. And if for some reason this feels too daunting at this point in time, or you'd just rather do something else, take yourself on a nice easy run. It's going to be okay. Have fun, and we'll move on to the next challenge. We'll test it another time. But in general, everyone coming to the back end here of week 6 is a celebration of something that you committed to do 6-7 weeks ago. We're finishing it up, so that's good enough for me, certainly. Well, athletes, have an amazing finish to this challenge, and we absolutely hope to see you back here soon for the start of the holiday challenge. Have a great one.